everyone. My name is Prerna Tripathi, and I'm the International Recruitment Officer for McMaster University for the South Asia region. I am here to help all the students, how do they apply, what kind of programs the university is offering, and how they are going to, successfully make it to the university. So I'll quickly, introduce the university. Uh, McMaster is a public research university. It was founded in 1887. We are a part of U15, which is a group of research intensive universities in Canada. McMaster is ranked in the world's top 80 and fourth in Canada. We are also named the most research intensive university in Canada, fourth year in a row. There are 70 research centers and institutes, and our signature teaching method, which is also known as the McMaster method, is adopted by institutions worldwide. So McMaster method is, teaching in small groups and tutorials paired with objectives. And with all these, we are the recipient of the Global Teaching Excellence Award. McMaster's campus is located in Hamilton. It's a Canadian port city on the western tip of Lake Ontario. It is also known as the watery paradise. Niagara Falls, everybody knows this name, so I'm taking it. But there's a network of more than 120 waterfalls, and trust me, Hamilton waterfalls are a pure joy to explore. Toronto, which is the most multicultural city in the world, is just a 45 minutes drive, and US is approximately 2 hours drive. So you see it has that location advantage as well. If I talk about the student population, it's very, very diverse. There are approximately 30,000 undergrad students. That makes us a mid-sized institution. 15% of these will be international, representing 120 countries across the globe. Our alumni base is of more than 200,000, representing 162 countries, and the group includes Nobel laureates, business leaders, scientists, Olympians, astronauts, and many more. Our key performance indicators would be our first year retention rate, which is 91%, and the graduate employment rate, which is 93%. There are 6 academic faculties offering a wide range of programs: computer science, engineering, science, health science, business, humanities, arts and science. You think of a program, and I think you'll find it here. If I have to name top 5, which usually I have seen Indian students opting for, will be our engineering and computer science direct entry program, which is offered by the Faculty of Engineering. It's one of the world's top engineering school, and I think McMaster earns its reputation because of its engineering and the Faculty of Sciences. Business direct entry program, which is offered by the DeGroote School of Business. Our graduates rank in the top 95th percentile in North America in exit exams conducted by the Educational Testing Service. Our science gateway programs, which is offered by the Faculty of Science, it is dedicated to research in the field of immunology, genetics, biostats, neuroscience, microbiology, climate change, healthcare, nutritional science, etc. Then we have a health science program, which is the only program in Ontario that draws a full range of departments within health sciences, including clinical departments of medicine, pathology, molecular medicine, psychiatry, behavior, neuroscience, clinical epidemiology, and biostatistics. Then we have a social science program, which is a common first year program with upper year majors like anthropology, economics, environment and science, political science, public law, psychology, neuroscience, and behavior. There's a lot more to explore and know about McMaster, like the scholarships, the co-ops, internships, work program, and we'll be discussing it, during this session. The clubs that we have, I will say that we have the largest club community at McMaster. There are more than 380 clubs. You name a club and you'll find it. I am not sure that I'll remember the entire list of the clubs that we have, but if you do not find one, that's that's an interesting part. If you do not find a club of your choice, you can form a club, be the president, and invite students to join that club. So that, and I think this is a good feature of all the Canadian institutions, all the Canadian universities, like the clubs that we have. You'll find academic clubs, you'll find technical clubs, you'll find social clubs. All of that is there. Apart from this, there are I'll say the university has various sports facilities, gymnasiums, skill building classes. You can enroll yourself in yoga, Pilates, triathlon. There's a 50-meter pool. If you're interested in any kind of sport, you can just connect with the coach, train yourself, represent the university in various competitions across the globe. So that's there. And as I said, there the student community, the faculty community is very, very diverse. We have students coming in from 120 countries. So you will have not, there'll be no difficulty in that transition once you are on the campus. Apart from this, there is a lot of support system to help the students with any kind of concern that may have. They'll find international undergraduate student program coordinator, which helps them to adapt to new life in Canada. There's a student success coach, which assists them with the academic concerns, the financial difficulties, how they can get more involved, uh, navigating supports, resource on campus. Then there is immigration and mobility advisor, who's always ready to help the student with the immigration process, whether they should be applying or renewing their permit or visa, or how they can, bring their family to Canada. Then the global experience coordinator, which ensures that your experience complement your academic studies and enhances your global awareness through international research projects, academic placements, co-ops, internship, volunteering. So all of this is happening. It's buzzing with help and support, and people from all across the globe are there.
Super.
We do have scholarships for incoming international students. There are two kinds of scholarship that McMaster offers. One is the automatic award, which is given by the admissions team on the basis of the profile of the student, so like academic averages. If you're falling in top 10% of the faculty applicant pool, then you'll be receiving a 3,000 Canadian dollar scholarship from the admissions team, and you get to know about this along with your offer letter. The second category would be application based. There's a separate portal where students will be applying for these scholarships. There are three application based scholarship. One is the Peter George, the Wu family, and the Provost. So Peter George and Wu family scholarships are worth 3,000 Canadian dollars again. They are given to the students on the basis of their final results. The Provost, which is worth 7,500 Canadian dollars, these are limited awards, the only 10 awards per year. And the student will be applying for this along with a reference letter from the school. So either the guidance counselor or the principal will be, referring the student for the scholarship. One school can only refer one student. So if there are a couple of students applying from one school, then the school has to make that choice that whom they are going to refer for their scholarship. Apart from these, there are some faculty-based awards. So the students has to apply separately to the faculty where they're applying. So like Faculty of Engineering is offering $1 million every year for scholarships. But again, as I said, academic average is very, very important for at least McMaster. So to get into the program, you have to meet the cutoff, which is set up by the faculty. But to get a scholarship, you have to exceed that requirement. So for example, if a program has a cutoff of 92%, if you are falling in 96 or 97% bar, then you'll be able to get that scholarship. So that high range is required. That's how the scholarship process works. McMaster programs are divided into two categories. One is bi-selection, the other is non-bi-selection. So bi-selection programs will include all the engineering programs, the health science program, the integrated biomedical engineering program, the integrated business and humanities program. There'll be a supplementary application associated with these programs. Now, supplementary application is sent to the student by the faculty. It will have some video responses, some written responses. It's nothing related to academics. It's just that the faculty wants to know more about you. So there'll be questions around community building, resourcefulness, time management, uh, anything which they want to know about the student. And these are reviewed by the faculty. So a high academic average plus the supplementary application will play an important role in the application review. Now with the non-bi-selection programs, like all the science gateway programs, the business program, the social science program, the humanities program, there is no supplementary application. You only require, you are only supposed to meet the cutoff of that faculty. So for example, business will require a 90% and above. Social sciences will require 80-82% and above. Sciences will require 85% and above. If you're falling in that cutoff, you'll be able to make it to the program if you are applying on time and uploading all documents on time. So these are the two categories. Now, how do you apply for it? We are accepting applications through Ontario University Application Center, which is the common portal for all the Ontario-based universities. Once you apply to OUAC, your application reaches the admissions team. Now they start communicating within 2 to 3 business weeks. They'll be sending an email to the students with the acknowledgement letter and how to set up the student portal account. Student portal account of McMaster is known as Mosaic. The students will be uploading all the documents as per the checklist given. The checklist varies from student to student, curriculum to curriculum. Once you upload all the documents, it's all complete. The checklist is complete. Your admission, your profile goes for a review. So for all the non-bi-selection programs where there is no supplementary application, the offers start rolling from end week of February, and they keep rolling out offers till the month of May. Now with bi-selection programs, offers are only made once around April or May. So that there's one more thing which I would like to mention here about English proficiency and SAT and math requirements. So I'll talk about these three, which is very important from students' perspective. IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo, PTE, all are acceptable as English proficiency tests. There are different cutoffs for all the four. If the student is from an English medium school, the medium of instruction was English for at least 4 years prior to joining the fall session next year, they can give a letter from the school stating the same, and they may get an exemption from the admissions team. Having said that, for Indian students, IELTS is very, very important for visa purpose. So even if they get an exemption from the university, they may still need that score for their visa. Second is, the second question which usually comes is, do I need a SAT, a letter of recommendation, or a statement of purpose? We do not need any of these for admission purpose. No SAT, no LORs, no SOPs are required. A letter of reference is only required if a student is applying for a scholarship from the school. That's it. Apart from this, we do not need any of these things. It's only the academic average that matters. The third thing was math requirement. This is a very common question from students here. They want to apply to a program, but they do not have math. Now, with most of the Canadian universities, students will find that math is required for at least 90% of their programs. It's a very important prerequisite. Suppose students want to apply for a program where math is a requirement and they do not have it, they can do it from a virtual high school, Ontario Virtual High School. They complete that requirement and submit the transcript, and it will be marked as complete. So these 3 points are very, very important for them. Applications are already open on OUAC. They can start applying. The deadline to apply is January 13th.